Well, here we are. JB, you still there? You ain't waiting on me, buddy. I'm here. I'm here, man. Oh, me. What you been up to, JB? Hey, Dean, how we doing, buddy? Hey, buddy, how we doing? You see, we got that old gardening. Oh boy. No, I've been mowed today. A pleasure to be able to see you too, Dean. It took us 2.5 days to do that cam swap in that Tahoe, my wife's. But we didn't get no big hurry, it just fiddling along. And that was, shoot, Monday, yeah. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday. Yeah, Monday, Tuesday. Finished up. I'm telling you wrong. It was Thursday and Friday of last week. That's what it was. Anyway, a couple days ago, we got it done. Put a Diablo programmer comes with that thing, so you can set your tunes up like you want them. And we put a 87 octane tune in it and just played with a few of the parameters, not much. And I took that thing down the road, and at 10 miles an hour, rolling along at 10 miles an hour, you stomp it. And when the attack hits 5,200, you're running 75 mile an hour. That thing's pretty daggone quick for a 4.53. JB, I think you're all over that servo, man. That thing flopping around in there, got to be leaking pressure. Got to be. But we found, I think I showed JB, I'm not sure. Well, one of the DOD lifters come apart. The wheel, it's all, I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but daggone wheels jammed up and all egg-shaped. And a bad push rod. Hey, Sean, what's happening? And that's the push rod that was in number 4 cylinder. So, got all that took care of. And like I say, it runs pretty daggone strong now. I was impressed. The best, that is going by the computer on the truck too, and I don't know how accurate that is. Best mileage that thing's ever got was like 24.3. Hey, so how we doing? But 24.3, something like that. And it shows a graph on the screen, on the dash, where your worst gas mileage was and your best gas mileage. It's cruising at 55 miles an hour now. It's over there 3/8 of an inch past the 24.9. So maybe get a little better gas mileage. I don't know. Time will tell. Time will tell. What's the parts off of? My wife's 2017 Tahoe. not the, ruin the DOD lifter, of course. It come apart. And luckily we did find all the parts and pieces to it. And when the lifter come apart, best we can tell, kick the push rod out. So that thing been running on 7 cylinders for a while. But we done the whole DOD delete thing and all that good mess. So it's running smoother and quieter than it's ever run. We did pick a camshaft out that's supposed to be like a RV cam, I guess. It's a little torquey cam. It's supposed to give the motor like 20 more horsepower than stock. And shoot, 20 more horsepower plus an extra cylinder working like it's supposed to. Really woke that thing up. Yeah, JB, it's been hot here too. It was like 94 today, and humidity's up there around 95%. It's pretty tough. You'll be soaking wet. You mess around outside long. So we had to mow grass this morning. Got that done. Then we worked on my big air compressor blew up. Saturday, motor blew up on it. Hey, Lars. So I went to Harbor Forks Sunday morning, got a new pulley or a new motor. Then wound up having to go because the shaft size was different. Went from the old motor was a 5/8 shaft, and the new motor was a 7/8 shaft. So wound up having to go a little over an hour up the road to get a pulley. Got all that hooked up, wired up this morning, or after I got through mowing. Turned that compressor on, that thing sounded like crap. Got to looking, never paid it no mind. It was an air compressor motor, 2 horsepower, which is what my big compressor had on it. 5 horsepower, 5 horsepower. And my old motor was a 3,400 RPM motor, and this one's 1,800. So it takes forever to pump air up. So about half mad with that. Going to take my old motor that was on it, take it completely apart, found the problem, fixed it, went over to the old shop where I used to work at, picked up 2 new capacitors, put on it. Run great. I got a spare motor now anyway for something. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it ain't worth taking back. So we'll hold on to it. But we've been working on Barry's truck most of the day between mowing grass and fixing air compressor. About got Barry's truck ready to paint. And that wife Tahoe good to go. Barry's truck's getting close. I don't know. We'll find something. Puddin's truck. Still waiting on 2 fittings. He forgot to order the 3/8 National Pipe Thread male to 6AN male. He forgot to order those fittings, so we got a new filter, but we ain't got no fittings, so waiting on them now. But they should be here tomorrow probably. Then we got, let's see, what else we got? Oh yeah, Tom's Big Block. Got it tore down. Actually, I don't even remember if I videoed it or not, but we went ahead and knocked the pistons out of it and pulled the crank out of it and put it in the hot tank, cam bearings and freeze plugs, knocked all that mess out. May pull it out of the hot tank tomorrow and wash her down, get her good and get all the old mess off of it. Might get ready to start putting it back together. We've got new rings, bearings, cam bearings. All that stuff's here now. Your favorite, the 396, Sean. I ain't never owned a Big Block. Never I've never had one. I've always been around small block stuff. So that's all I really know. Had to order a new cam bearing tool. So I can knock new cam bearings in. Oh. Well, my cam bearing tool would only do small block Chevrolet stuff. I mean, I think it would do the big block, but you take a chance of burring up the cam bearing, and I didn't want to do that. I don't know. You know, like I say, I never messed around big blocks any, so I don't know. I know they don't like RPMs like a small block does, unless you spend a bunch of money on them. I just never saw, you know, in the 80s growing up, 90s, hot rodding. I never understood why anybody would want a 396 when a small block 400 was lighter and make just as much power, if not more. You know, but I don't know. Opinions are opinions. Everybody has them. You know, so I'm sure it would, JB. I mean, I'm sure the torque in the big block is way surpassed in what a small block would be, you know, in basic stock numbers, you know, I'm sure. I don't know what Tom's going to do with that daggone one-wheel peel, long bed, square body. They're going to burn some tires up with that damn thing. But, you know, it's a play toy for him. So he works at a tire store, so he can get all the tires he wants. I don't know. You know, it's something to do. And a boy got with me this week. Me to build him a 383 like mine. But you know, anybody wants to jump in, there's the link. He thinks he can build that. He thinks we can build that 383 for $5,000. Man, you can't do it. Not with what parts cost us. You know, I don't get that kind of deal on nothing. The square pole heads, I had to turn that thing, didn't you, Sean? He's got peanut port heads is what he's got. And he wants to get a set of ovals. But you know, right now his money's funny. Transmission went out in his daily driver. He's got a Nissan, one of them full-size Nissan trucks. And the transmission, he's got 5 or 6 neutrals, I think is what he said he had. So he's going to not spend no money on this truck for a little while until he gets his daily going. But that boy wanting that 383 built, you know, I told him, man, just do the math. Daggone parts cost you more than $5,000 if you ain't got nothing. He wants hydraulic roller. He wants aluminum heads. You know, he wants a good intake, good carburetor. So that daggone mess adds up fast and in a hurry. You know, I think the heads now, like mine, Pro Maxes, shoot, I think they're $1,300, $1,400, maybe $1,500 a set. Hydraulic roller setup, time you get your cam, lifters, springs, retainers, locks. Unless you buy a set of heads, you know, but still you're $1,200 probably in the camshaft. And rotating assembly, another $1,500, $1,800, something decent, $2,000. Had a guy, Chris, get money asking me to build him a strip. Yeah, I mean, like I told the boy, I said, really, man, I don't mind building you the motor, but you're better off to go to Tommy Two Guns. What's happening? Yeah, you can go get one of them daggum Blueprint 383s, depending on what you want in it, $5,000-$6,000. So I don't know. Tom, did you get any parts in today? Oh, Andy, no doubt in my mind. No doubt. I mean, you figure daggum machine work, a block if you don't have one. Machine work costs you $1,000 if you ain't careful. It adds up. Yeah, JB, I mean, you're exactly right. That sounds like a bunch of money, but it's not. I told him, man, it would eat 10 grand up building that 383. Okay, Tom. Well, my new cam bearing tool come today anyway, so we did get something, and we got the air compressor fixed. So but yeah, time you buy a block, machine work, rotating assembly, a bolt kit, good bolts, shoot cam, lifters, heads, intake, carburetor, distributor, oil pump. Shit, you'll eat $10,000 up. And you ain't made no labor in there yet. So I don't know. He was talking today about it, and we'll see what happens. Yeah. I'm sure. It would eat. Yeah, I figured it'd probably eat up $1,000, but you're saying yours was $1,050. So yeah. I believe that, Sean. I really do. If you're going, man, you go get a forged rotating assembly. I'm not sure what they are. I know the cast rotating assemblies were like $1,500, somewhere in that neighborhood. Hey, Buck, how we doing? Shoot, I imagine a forged rotating assembly is probably $2,500. I really don't know. I hadn't looked one up. So, yeah, I'm with you, Sean. I'm with you. You might make a few dollars on labor, is about all you're gonna make on that kind of numbers. So, what the boy's gonna do with the motor? He don't need a 383. I mean, a 355 would do. He just wants a good sounding little small block, and he can cruise around with a choppy cam. I don't, man. We could build him one on 355 and put one in 30/30 cams type thing, or mother thumpers, something like that. Whole lot cheaper than building a 383. He's not gonna race it. Has no desire to race it. Just wants to cruise around and sound good. So, and that's something else I didn't think about in that kit there. You got to have a base pan. You got to have valve covers. All that stuff adds up quick. Plugs, wires, distributor. That. John, you're probably a lot closer than I think you are. It's especially if you don't have nothing. If you don't have nothing, you're going to spend a bunch of money. Yeah. But yeah, Sean, that's exactly what I was thinking. You know, little old 355 flat top motor with a 30-30 cam or something of that sort. Pretty intake and a pretty carburetor. Hell, that's all he cares about. But he's a chief engineer on a big old tugboat company, so he makes big money. So whatever he wants. Exactly, Tom. You know, there's so many little things that you don't think about. Well, you know, that you got to have. If you're going to go through like that Strucker motor, you're going to go through all that. Well, you got to have a set of roller rockers put on it. That's another $200-300. Push rods, another couple $100. You know, yeah. It ain't how fast you want to go, it's how fast can you afford to go. Exactly right, ASO. Exactly. You know, that's it's just how much you want to spend. So, Tom, you get off for lunch tomorrow, you need to come over and look at that block. I think I put the air to it this evening. Them water jackets have cleaned up pretty good. So it looks real good. There's Ohio Crank, Sean. They're still in business. I hadn't heard of them in a long time. That's they used to be good crankshafts. Yeah. There you go, Lars. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, if you ain't real careful, you'll break something getting there. You get in a bad way. Yeah, it's just mess expensive. Good stuff is pricey. Yeah, Sean, I'll check out that Ohio Cranks because I forgot all about them. You know, I knew they used to be in business. I didn't know they were still around. All right, Andy. We'll see you. I know you got to get up early in the morning. We'll see you later, buddy. Yeah, I think we're good to go now, Tom. I think so. Try to May tomorrow, get it back, get it off, and get it out on the engine stand. Get her sprayed down, wiped down off. We'll see what happens. But need to get them cylinders honed and wash her up good, and it'll be ready to go. Yeah, we'll see. There's something. There ain't no doubt there's something. I don't know what we forgot. Is that the cranks you use, Sean, in your round track motors? That's true, Tom. That's true. Yeah, we ought to better get her together, man. Get her cleaned up and ready to go. It won't take long to put it together. JB, them days were the fun days. You didn't mind breaking parts because you could go right straight to the junkyard and buy more for nothing hardly and be going again. But shoot, man, them days about over with. You'll not find that around here. LASO, everything around here is basically half price of whatever new would cost. That's what I'm seeing. Two wide bore. Okay. You don't have no trouble with them, Sean? Hey, Scott and Tara, how y'all doing? Okay. Yeah, I don't know whether they would, but for a street motor, they're probably fine. I would think so. That's right, Jadine. That's right. I've done on many a damn wheel stand, that's for sure. And I always like the spring-loaded wheelie bars. It's softened it up a lot when they bottom the bars out. And it set you back down. It didn't unload the car or nothing, but we've tore up a set or two of them, that's for sure. But that's all back in the day now. That's them days over with. Yeah, we wrapped with that 68 Camaro I had. We'd wrapped, I don't know, a couple sets around the back bumper. Hit them so hard they just bend right up around. But that comes when you got the motor set back and raised up too. We had the motor was in that car was set back 12 or 14 inches, and then set 2 inches higher than normal. So it'd stand up with you quick. See, I had never used a LA built crankshaft. I think that's Callie's. I think that's what's in my 377. If I remember right. Seemed like they were around. Shoot, back then, them things were $3,000, $3,500, something like that for a crankshaft. No, Dean, they don't work good like that. All right, Scott. Appreciate y'all dropping in, buddy. We'll see y'all later. Yeah, I've never had wheelie bars on a street car, so fastest street car I ever had was run 13 O's in a quarter. That was a 69 Camaro with a 327 in it and 4-speed. But that's fast as I'd ever been with a street car in a quarter. But that was in early 80s. Yeah, Sean, I mean, good carburetor, you can't say enough about a good carburetor. Something that works good and is tunable, reacts to the tune, that's nice. I mean, one of them, every time you walk by it, you got to adjust it. That crap gets old quick. But, I don't know. I'm a holly guy, I like a holly, but I put that Edelbrock that I had. That shoot 700, I think is what it is. Edelbrock I stuck it on Barry's truck. Hey, CC, how we doing, buddy? And it seems to be working great. I mean, you don't have to touch the gas. You reach in there, hit the key, and that thing, hardly hear the starter turn over. Boom. She busts right off. Choke pulls in, and gives it the fast idle. Tap the throttle. Fast idle goes off. She sits there and purrs like a kitten. But it seems to smell a little bit rich to me, but I just can't seem to get it to lean out. But I hear that's a typical thing with an Edelbrock. Told Barry, the only thing I knew to do, we'd order a metering rod kit and see if we couldn't lean it out with some metering rods and mess and get it where it cleans up the idle so it don't stink. I mean, it's not black smoking rich or nothing, but it's just a little bit fat. Maybe we'll get it figured out. So I don't know. We'll figure it out anyway. It's we're more worried about paint now. Now we're just about decided to go ahead and paint being we got the whole interior out of the truck, other than the damn steering wheel gas pedal. Go ahead and sand the interior down and paint it too. It would, Tom. A set of mufflers would help that noisy bastard a lot. God damn, that thing's loud. Loud and don't make much power, so it just... That'd be a good thing to do tomorrow. Get it up on the lift and weld some damn mufflers on that thing. Stealth race carburetors? Never. Is that it's a Holly style carburetor, I'm guessing is what I'm asking, Sean. I never messed with them. Yeah, JB, you can't argue with that, that's... Okay, Sean. Exactly right, Tom. You may be on something. I looked him up, Sean. I have never heard. Well, I think I've heard you mention them before. But that's really all I know about them. Oh, wait. Yeah, getting to go back to physical therapy tomorrow with that daggum leg. I'm about tired of that too. Just about done with it. Tom, you may be on to something there. That get a set of mufflers on it, get a little back pressure on it. Might make a substantial difference. Sean, them carburetors pretty pricey. I'm sure they are. All right, there you go. I mean, that's a lot of money, but is that a 4150 style based or Dominator based carburetor? Probably 4150, isn't it? Yeah, you're right, ASO. That was the whole deal with that. 4150 base, okay. So what? CC, I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah, Sean, that would be, take like we'll say a Barry Grant, one of the best of Barry Grant carburetors, and let you go make a lap with that, and then stick that stealth on there and make a lap and see just what the difference would be in lap times. Would probably be pretty interesting. I'm thinking it would anyway. All right, JB, we'll talk with you later, buddy. But yeah, that's where that place right there. They had there and up here. They had to go to the dermatologist the other day, and my regular doctor said he thought it looked like something needed to be checked out, and that's one type of skin cancer, and there's another one up there. But they said they're the best ones to have if you're gonna have it, so they can get rid of it. Then we'll see what happens. Yeah. It is what it is. So anyhow, yeah, but we got plenty of projects going on in the shop. And, we got the wife Tahoe fixed, so that's the most important one anyway. Runs better than it ever has, I believe, since we've had it. We bought it used. I think it was like 2 years old when we bought it, something like that. WD1 came out. You could take the course for free. Go to most shops would pay for it. WD came out. Different companies started to make easy scanners. Yeah. Yeah, that cam woke that thing up, Tom. I had told you the check engine light come back on yesterday. I drove it to New Bern. Check engine light come back on, and it was cavitating about 300 RPMs with the cruise set. You just felt a slight surge. And I got home and pulled the scanner, code reader on it, and some old crazy shit. I don't know what it said. So I called old Harvey, but boy, help me. We went there and put the scanner on it and saw exactly what it was. And in all the instructions on that DOD delete kit, there was nothing said anything about unplugging the solenoids, the DOD solenoids, even though they're plugged off in the block, where they can't shoot oil or take oil from the lifters. It never said nothing about unplugging them. And then they send you a Diablo programmer to do a DOD delete into the computer. So we done all that. But then I called AMS, the company I bought the stuff from, and the guy said, yeah, you've got to unplug that because the computer keeps trying to tell it to turn back on, and it causes issues, and it does the cavitating thing. Well, dude, that'd be some interesting, nice little piece of information to put in the paperwork. But, when we done the DOD delete with the programmer, then that would have just shut the whole deal down. It did on my 07. But we done that, and yeah, that thing is scat now. Yeah, I mean, we plugged them back in because nobody told us not to. Because we really didn't know, the whole bundle of wires there. We didn't know the hell the speedometer might go through them things. Who knows? Hey, hippie, what's happening? You just never know what runs through the wiring harness on them rigs. So we unplugged it, zip tied it back out the way, took it down the road, and at a 10-mile-an-hour roll, just rolling along at 10 miles an hour, stomp it. And when the tack hit 50, I think it was 5,200, we were running 75 mile an hour. So it'll pick them up and put them down now. So, yeah, it's quiet, smooth. Motor ain't got that tick to it no more. So we're seem to be happy with it. I was shocked. We went ahead to put decided to go ahead and put a new coolant temp sensor in it while we had it all apart, and a new thermostat. So I run over to Napa to get a damn new coolant temperature sensor and a thermostat. $92. What the hell? I said, I didn't want the whole damn radiator. I just wanted a thermostat. The guy said, well, you don't get it that way. You get the thermostat made into the gooseneck the radiator housing. So you have to buy the whole unit. I said, that's crap. But anyway, we done spent what we spent. So what's another $100? Yeah, I believe that ASA. I mean, them scanners will get you there. But Lord, a lot of times just because the scanner says this, there's something behind it further back that may be causing the whole issue. That's the way we looked at it, Tom. We looked through the paperwork and there was nothing saying about leave that unplugged. But anyway, it is what it is, and it works good now. So that's right. You don't know nothing. Yeah, you can't be telling that man nothing because you ain't never worked on no cars. Oh Lord, something else for. But yeah, hopefully we can get Tom's 454 going this weekend. Maybe everything goes good, and get that thing dropped in his truck anyway. Maybe. Or at least on the run stand and get it running and broke in. So we're going to go ahead and ring it and all while we got it apart. I'm with you, hippie. I'm with you. Yeah. I don't know which one's which, Tom, but I want one of them like you got. Whether that's a scanner or a code reader, I don't know. But I want one of them kind. Looked like a damn iPad. Where you can sit there and look at it and see what's going on in live data. That looks to me like the way to do it. I mean, I know they're expensive, but it would be nice to have. Yeah. I don't know. It's Sean, you know, they're gold junk. Cost what they cost, and to be no better than they are. You know, that just don't seem how the car dealerships can sell you a 2500 HD or some kind of mess like that with a diesel in it and all this for $80,000, $90,000, $100,000, and then it don't last no time. Damn computers all the time throwing a code and got to work on it all. It don't make no sense. Yeah. CC, I don't know. Be honest with you, probably this fall. But we're getting ready to close in part of the lean-tos under my shelf beside my shop. Pour some concrete and close them in, get some more room. So maybe I can get some of the stuff out of my shop and get some room in there. But yeah, little 327 sitting there waiting. I got a set of heads ready to go on it. Just got to do it, but we've been focusing on this. It was a put together K10, and now it's a total off the chassis restoration. We've been working on this thing since March. Told Barry today, I said, deer season's coming. Bow season opens up in September. If we ain't got this truck finished by then, that thing's going under the shelter of yonder and sit and wait till after January, and we'll get back on it. Your scanner's a cheap one, Tom. People I know are on their third motor in their Hyundai. Well, is that they've wore out 3 motors or 2 motors and are on the third one, or they've just been junk? It was kind of a nice look when we had the heads off that 5.3. It's got right at 90,000 miles on it, I think is what it is. And you still see all the hash marks in the cylinders, but you could sure see the cylinders that were done DOD delete too. Carboned all up, and the heads were carboned up. Combustion chambers had a eighth inch layer of whole hard carbon mess on them. Oh, they all blew up. Damn, Sean. Huh, okay. $300 for that scanner, that ain't a bad deal at all. That thing does pretty good. Huh. Is that what happened on both motors, Sean? Oh, I'd get rid of that rig. Get somebody else hold that thing. A 2-year-old car. It's on the third motor. Oh. Yeah. Well, I don't know about cheap, but it works good from what I've seen you using of it. Seems like it does fine. I know it's got to do a lot better than that $45 one I got from Walmart. Well, I guess Hyundai is standing behind these motors that'll keep blowing up. I mean, I'd get a new one in that rig and I'd be gone somewhere with that thing. Somebody else could own it. Well, didn't make it 4 months from new and blew up. Oh boy. That would show up. It's under warranty. I had to look that up, Tom. I'm gonna have to write it down though. Got it. I will look them up. Exactly, hippie. Fix it and let somebody else hold that rig. Okay, I'll sure check them out, Tom. See what happened. You know, well, you're right, Sean. You're exactly right. You're exactly right. They, you get, you want to think you get what you pay for, but not necessarily. Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. There's a Blue Point. I just punched them up on my phone. I don't know what the difference is in an EECR3A. They're $150 on eBay. But it looks more like a handheld scanner, not like an iPad, Well, there's a Launch CRP123 OBD for $135 from Amazon. It's an iPad looking rig. I've never heard of Launch. I don't know if y'all ever heard of them or not. Yeah, the Launch ones, I don't know if they're any good or not. Shit, there's a Blue Point something for $700. We don't want that one. But there's I don't know. Hey, Rich, what's happening, buddy? But yeah, I don't know what all them. I've never heard of that brand Launch, so I don't know if they're any good or not. So that would be, be interesting to try. But if you pay, what I say that thing was, $200, and you could add another 100 to it and get one like you've got, Tom. You'd rather spend that extra 100 myself. I don't know. I'll look at that later. That aggravates the hell out of me. Somebody's on live now. They're looking on the phone. Sean knows about that. Or texting back and forth with somebody. Boy, that burns me up. And here I was doing it. You have one of them Launch or whatever it was I just said they were? No lumps. Well, now we know. I didn't know. Sounded money cheap to me. Looked good on the computer, but there again, that might be the Hyundai of scanners. You get what you pay for. You know. Rich, all good going on here, buddy. All good. Well, is it just not accurate, you don't think, Tom? Or what you think the deal is? Or just the way it works? All right, CC, we'll see you next week, buddy. Be good. Yep, it's all good, buddy. It's all good. It's yeah, I don't know. Like I say, I don't know enough about them to say so. So it would be a whole learning adventure for me. So, Did you not? Could you not send it back, or they didn't even want to talk to you about it? One of them deals. Oh, so it's the Hyundai scanners. Well, that's what, man. I'm about half afraid to be buying something from eBay. I've never done a whole lot of eBay buying. I just never really felt comfortable with it. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably fine. So, it'd be nice though, Tom, if you could send that thing back. You know, and they would at least make something right about it. I mean, it should last longer than 2 weeks. Yeah. What you need a micrometer for? You gonna mic the bearings in that motor? You know, Rich, plastic gauge will do the same thing, buddy, and it's cheap. Oh boy. Hey, Alvin, I didn't see you in here, buddy. How you doing? Oh yeah. Well, Rich, I mean, you can do it with a micrometer. I mean, that's the easy way. I mean, it's not hard, it's just measuring. But for like $10, you can buy a whole pack of plastic gauge, and it'll do the exact same thing. But whichever way you want, whatever tickles your fancy. All the measurements got to be what they are. I mean, I like using. I'll use plastic gauge. It's always got some in it. Hey, Rich, how you doing, buddy? But you take micrometer and measure your crank and measure your bearings and put it together and tell you exactly what you got. But, yeah, I mean, it both ways work. It's just one's no better than the other. It's just whatever you want to do. Most people don't have a micrometer, so they used a plastic gauge, but Renegade has the digital micrometer. I don't know who Renegade is, but maybe. Yeah, I mean, shoot, why not? Yes. So it's yeah, I'm ready to get Tom's motor, get back on that thing. We've had fun messing with it. It's a hoot right there on Saturday. Man, Barry over there telling jokes. We laughing, just messing around. Don't get nothing done all day long, hardly. But it's funny anyway. And then Barry can come up with a joke now or a story. Yes, so yes. Yeah, we have a good time anyway. But yeah, we sit in court all day most all day Monday on that daggone hunting club lawsuit. That was hilarious. Hadn't heard anything yet what the results are going to be, but it was a joke. A big old joke is the way it looked to me. So we'll see what happens. But Tom, you didn't talk Cassie and letting you get a set of aluminum heads yet, have you? Renegade. I've never heard of Renegade. Is that a tool company? Or I don't know. Yeah, we have a good time messing around. We probably ought to get more serious and get a little more done, but oh well, here's what it is. Yeah, we had fun, you know. We had fun. It's not working. Shoot. Yeah, it's get off Amazon. I'll be bought something I don't need. Huh. Okay. I don't know. Renegade Tools. Renegade, is that a channel? Is that a YouTube channel I don't know nothing about? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who Renegade is. But Anyway, yeah, we did get the hood on Bear's truck today and got it centered up pretty much, lined up and all. A little more to do with that, but okay, that's fine. You know that. I'll be sitting right there waiting on you, unless I get bored and get on them. May do that. Ain't no telling. Would like to get the short block together. May get that thing pulled out tomorrow and try to get it washed out and clean. I got an old physical therapy crap on my leg in the morning. I may come back from that and get that thing out of the tank and get the pressure washer on it and rinse it out real good and oil her up. You know, and get ready to start putting her together. It'd be nice to hear that thing running with that cam in it anyway. Huh. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. But anyway, it is what it is. I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you. Oh, Lordy. Oh, man. Oh, that has been a long day. After 10. Yeah. But anyway, guys, I think I'm going to get right and call it a night. It's been a long day, tired. And we'll see what we can do. All right, guys. I think I'll see y'all later.